Hey everybody, welcome back to Gathered in the Kitchen's live tutorials on showing you how to cut your own granite as well as how to install your own vessel sinks. So I've got my husband here and I'm going to turn it over to him and let him explain everything that we're doing as well as all the tools that we're using, which you can find all of those product links in the description of this video. So make sure you go back and reference the other videos if you need to learn how to cut your slab of granite to size, and then we're going to show you how to do the holes now. So here we go.
Alright, so it kind of seemed like a long day. We started with showing how to cut the granite. Obviously it's getting late in the day and we're trying to get our holes cut still. Well, that's because we haven't necessarily done this all before. We have cut some holes, but we're learning on the way. So anybody who's intimidated by these projects, don't be. You know, it's just trial and error and learning. So hopefully this helps you out. But we had success before cutting a 1 3/8 hole using a diamond cutting blade. And if you recall, we also used a diamond blade for cutting our granite with the circular saw. So same principles, just diamond blade using a hole saw. And this time we needed to get a 2.5 inch blade because the sinks that we're using had a larger base on them for the drain than what I was expecting. So had to do a little bit more research, go to the store, get the right sizes, and then we came back. We've got our layout here, and you can see I went ahead and started these just to get an idea, and also just to double check before I go ahead and go through to make sure before I've got a hole in there and I can't reverse it, that if I needed to move it I could. So this hole saw, I really like it better than the one that we had before. This one's got a spring-loaded centering pin, so you'll see when I go to push down, that's making sure that that's keeping the pilot, or keeping it centered, keeping it from walking around, which can be really easy when you're on this polished surface like this. So now, similar to when we were cutting the granite with the circular saw, you got to keep water on it. It'll help it cut. It also keeps the dust down. So it's really the recommended way to go. And then just keep a steady hand. And again, make sure you've got a powerful enough tool to be able to handle the job.
What drill are you using?
So right here, I've got a DeWalt 20 volt max XR drill. It's the top of the line power tool for homeowner and for pros. And really I've been very happy with it.
Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We tested it out on the backside of a scrap piece of granite that we have, and that's exactly the hole we're going for. So we're ready. Going to get the hose and get started. Do you want me to hold the hose?
Maybe.
Ah, hang on. Okay.
Alright, so that bottoming out means it's time to go ahead and take the pilot centering bit out. And so I'm going to go ahead and do that now. So give me just a minute. I'll be right back. I left the tool on the ground.
Alright, so I'm going to rinse this out. This is one thing that we've done along the way is every like 40 seconds or so, lift up the circular hole drill bit and rinse it out. So as you can see over here, you'll actually see like a bunch of gray dust. That's the granite, that's the stone. So we want to clean that out so the drill bit can actually get in there and cut properly. So he'll be back out in just a second. Here he comes. He's going to remove that centering pin. So why are you taking this out again?
Because it was bottoming out and we need clearance to be able to get through the slab of granite.
So that is in there to steady it so the drill doesn't walk around, you said. And then once it gets far enough in, you have to remove that so then you can get this all the way down. This is what that pin looks like. And again, there's links for all these tools. Hopefully you can see that, it's blurry, in the description. So So, and there's also a kit that I've linked that you can buy all of this stuff yourself and just have it all in one place. It also comes with lots of different sizes of these circle holes because every hole and faucet is different. Yes, we've drilled multiple holes prior to this video. We have done our kids' bathroom as well as our kitchen. So lots of holes have been drilled.
And it's going to be time for a new drill battery.
So you can see all the stone coming out. You want to lift it and I'll clean it. So when he lifts it, the water gets in there and pulls all that extra like dusty stone out. You can see it coming out. There we go. We're gonna get another battery. So that's one thing you wanna do prior to doing your videos or working is to make sure that you have fully charged your battery on your drill. My husband's running to grab another battery for this drill. We've been doing a couple other holes already prior to this one today, so the drill is just kind of starting to die. But yes, I've had a question if we've ever drilled holes in granite before, and the answer is yes. We have redone another bathroom, which required the faucet holes in that, as well as we renovated our kitchen and did all of the granite cutting ourselves as well and installed all the faucets, so all of those holes had to come out. We've also cut through tile with our backsplash, so yeah, we've done lots of hole cutting. So yes, if you guys have any other questions, just go ahead and post it below and I'll answer or have my husband answer. So all right, he's switching out the battery. We're gonna get going again.
Should be just about through.
All right.
That was a piece of wood on the back side.
So we're through. There's the hole. It went perfectly through. It's super crisp edges. Looks great. Let's now see. Then what happens is the granite gets stuck inside of the circle hole drill bit, and you have to remove it by taking this off, and then you just use like a little tool to pop out the granite there. So that's about it. So we're going to finish drilling up the rest of our holes. We've got one for our sink drain hole. These are the drain holes. And then up here you can actually see a little mark with the permanent marker that is going to be for our faucets. So when we're ready to install, I'll make sure we go live again to show you guys how to set the vessel sinks on the granite as well as setting on the faucets. So hope you guys have a great day. If you have any questions, just go ahead and leave a comment. And if you need to see how we cut the granite slabs prior to this down to size, make sure you reference back to the other live videos on Gathered in the Kitchen's Facebook page. So otherwise, we'll see you guys now in the next video. Bye. Hey guys, welcome back to Gathered in the Kitchen's live video tutorials. We're back now to show you how to drill the hole in your granite for your faucet. So we're doing a little bit of a different method than what we just showed when we were drilling the the drain holes in our granite. So I'm going to turn it over to my husband and let him explain what we're using.
Yeah, so this is actually the first piece of equipment that we bought to drill the holes in our sink for in the kitchen, and this will cut a 1 3/8 hole into the countertop. Like I said in the previous video though, the Lennox one is the one that we bought just today. I'm far more happy with it, mostly because of that spring-loaded pilot pin. This one's a little bit more cumbersome to use, but some neat features with it. It is cheaper, But again, only 1 3/8 is the only size we could get, and we had to get bigger today. But this is an adhesive pad that comes with these disposable rings, and you just peel and stick it on. And what that's going to do then is you're going to center that up with the hole that you're going to cut in the granite, and it creates a seal with the granite, and you're going to fill this with water, and then that acts as a cooling reservoir in order to keep your bit cool as you're trying to cut through.
And you have a different bit on there now, right?
Right, so this is the bit that comes with this kit, and that's the 1 3/8 size.
So we needed a different size for the faucet, which we're going to be doing now, versus the drain hole, which we have up here. So the drain hole was much larger, and that's why we ended up needing that other drill bit, which is over here, that we used in that previous video. So he got it lined up. All right, buddy, can you bring the water over?
All right, can you get a little water in here? Just fill that up.
Okay, perfect.
Alright, so now that's filled with water. Go ahead and get our bit right down in here. And I'm just going to start slow because it's going to want to walk around in there. And with this smaller diameter bit, not that it's not as important with the large one to get it squared up, but with this one, you're going to get a bit more torque. So if you happen to get crooked once you're in the hole, you're going to have more problems, and it can rip the drill out of your hand. So just some caution there. And I like coming to a slow stop like that just so I can easily back it out. You'll notice how dirty this gets. That's another reason I'm not really a big fan of the reservoir, even though it's a pretty neat concept. I'm just going to go ahead and clean that out. Rinse my bit off. Get some of that grime out of there. And then go ahead and try and finish the cut. I'm just going to do a quick check so I understand how much that bit should be in there before it gets all the way through, so I don't plunge through with it. And then again, kind of a slow start and then work up the speed. And I've probably got the drill at about 1/2 to 3/4. Just so if it does get caught up, I can stop it and not lose control. We should be almost through. Be on the wood. Let's see. Oh, let's rinse it out one more time. Take a look. All right, maybe one more here. There we go. That's it. Now you got a hole through there.
Yay! A perfect hole. So that one is for the faucet, this one's for the drain hole. So we have another one to do down there. And what's the reason of running water on the drill?
Really, it's just to keep your blade cool. Think about it, the metal gets really hot. These are thin blades, so you get a lot better cutting performance. It also keeps the material cool and keeps you from heating things up. Once the metal gets hot, all sorts of different things could happen. It could warp the tool, get caught, and it's really just not efficient. The other reason you want to keep it wet is it's keeping that grime washed out of there. Otherwise, you're just compacting it in there and trying to cut in. Now, Now there is dry cutting, but not recommended for this.
Okay, now really quick, because on your drill there was a light. Show me the light again. So this drill is actually pretty neat because it has a light. So if you're working in darker areas, or even when you're not just cutting granite, you're doing other kinds of projects, that's a really cool feature on this drill. So the link for this drill is in the description, but I personally like that because sometimes some of my projects, oh no, what am I doing? Don't finish before it's before the sun goes down. So there you go. If you guys have any questions, just leave it in the comments and we'll get you answered. Otherwise, give us a thumbs up if you like seeing our awesome videos of my hubby and I. And we'll be back to show you guys once we put the sinks in and the faucets. Have a great day.